Now, I'm sure you guys have seen plenty of unblockable attacks in NRS games. Pretty much all of them have them, you know, from MK11 to MKX to Injustice to so on. However, in MK9 there was a character that goes by the name Quan Chi, and he had this attack, which is called the Rune. This is the regular version of it. It's pretty awful. It's a pretty crappy move. If you use the EX one, the enhanced version of this, which is called the Rune Trap, it's an unblockable beam that literally hits from the ceiling to the bottom. If you look at it, it's like a giant beam. No matter where you are on the hitbox, doesn't matter if you're all the way at the top. I'll put Kano to jump. It'll hit him at the top. He's at the bottom. Doesn't matter. If you come in contact with that giant beam that is like a wall-sized hitbox, the move is unblockable. You also have 3 different directions. You can do it close, you can do it medium, and you could of course do it full screen. Now this move, for being an unblockable, is pretty fast. I believe it's 19-20 frames, and on hit it's plus 20, which means if you get hit by this, Quan Chi can do whatever he wants. Now what makes this insanely broken is unlike most of the unblockables that you guys know, this unblockable move is special cancelable. Yes, you can actually special cancel this out of any move Quan Chi does. So Quan Chi can do something like this. Go right into the unblockable. Now I'm going to put Kano on block, just so you guys can see how insane this is. So I'm going to put Kano to block. That is guaranteed unblockable. Literally, Quan Chi could do any string that he has and go into his unblockable. It doesn't matter what it is. He can literally put a blindfold on, mash on his controller, choose any button, and go into Rune Trap. And it's an unblockable, unavoidable 10% attack. 10%, that's a lot of damage. That's like getting hit by a down 2 almost in MK12. I mean in MK11, sorry. Imagine getting hit by a down 2 in MK11 that's unblockable. This is literally what that is. He's doing an unblockable attack that can be cancelled from any move. This move would drive people crazy. I can't tell you guys how many times I've seen somebody play against a good Quan Chi in MK9 and they got caught with Quan Chi having full meter, and it was literally party city. Quan Chi would just go balls to the wall, throw everything out, and deplete your life bar. And just to mention, yes, Quan Chi was a low tier character in this game. He was actually bottom 5. He was one of the worst characters in this game. So this would be Quan Chi's game plan. Let's say he has meter, and let's say you somehow happen to either get hit by something or block any of his moves. Let's say he has 3 bars of meter. This is literally what would happen to you. So I'm going to do a string, 2-1-2. This does 5% chip on block. You see how it's 2%? Second hit is 1%. Last hit is 2% again. So this is 5% on its own chip damage. 5% while he's building meter. Then he goes into the unblockable. So in total it would be... That's 15 in total. So you just lost 15% health. Look at Kano's life bar at the top right. Now he does another one because he has 2 bars. That's another 15. That's 30 life. Now he does another one because he has another bar. That's 40. You just lost 40 for blocking. And the worst part is when Quan Chi's would do this, you have to remember, he can also build meter while doing it. So while they're pressuring you, Quan Chi's would be sneaky. They wouldn't just do it into unblockable and then do it into... No, they would get creative. They would start staggering you. They would start throwing in his 50-50s because he has a low overhead launcher. And he, of course, he has a overhead starter that goes into combos. So he's got 50-50s. He would be like string into 50-50, stagger, that's neutral, go for a throw. Or he could do a string into unblockable, stagger, build meter. He could just literally get creative and mix it up like crazy. And it was very, very broken. And imagine getting hit by Quan Chi. Let's say, for example, you get whiff punished. You do something unsafe. He punishes you. I'll do a simple combo. He punishes you. So I'll do this. Meterless combo, takes no meter. Jumps in, 30% of your life. Restand plus 12 into this. 15%. 15%. 15%. Now you gotta take the mix up or throw or stagger. You're dead. You just lost all your life. You just lost all of your life because you got hit once and Quan Chi had meter. This was a small little sample of the most broken unblockable that NRS has ever created. The EX Rune Trap from Quan Chi.